E-Maths, Fatima Convent High School, myself, Dipali. Chapter 6, Triangles, Class 10. The words similarity and congruency is clear to you now. Let us see now the theorems based on this similarity. Similarity of triangles. What can you say about similarity of two triangles? We may recall that a triangle is also a polygon. So we can state the same conditions for similarity of two triangles. That is, two triangles are similar if the corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in same ratio or proportion. Note that if corresponding angles of two triangles are equal, then they are known as equiangular triangle. A famous Greek mathematician, Thales, gave an important truth relating the two equiangular triangle, which is as follows. The ratio of any two corresponding side in two equiangular triangle is always same. This statement given by Thales are very important. It is believed that he had used a result called basic proportionality theorem, now known as Thales theorem for same. To understand the basic proportionality theorem, let us perform the following activity. Draw any angle XAY as shown in the figure, and on its one arm AX mark points, say 5 points P, Q, D, R and B, such that AP is equal to PQ is equal to QD is equal to DR is equal to RB. Now through B, draw a line intersecting arm AX at C. Also through the point D, draw a line parallel to BC to intersect AC at E. Do you observe that from your construction that AD upon BD is 2 upon 3? This you will very clearly understand when we understand chapter 11 construction. Measure AE and EC. What about AE upon EC? Observe that AE upon EC is also equal to 3 by 2. Thus you can see that in triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC and AD upon BD is AE upon EC. Is it a coincidence? No. It is due to the following theorem known as the basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Let us understand the statement of the theorem. The if condition and the result. Always remember the theorem is divided into two parts. The if condition followed by the result due to the if condition. So if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided into same ratio. Let us draw and see this. So, if you take a triangle of any shape, and if you draw a line parallel to any one side, now you can see that in this triangle, say A, B, C, P, Q, R, line L is parallel to BC. Line L is parallel to BC. Likewise, if we call this as line M, then line M is parallel to PR. And line L is intersecting BC in two distinct points, say D and E. Then the ratio of AD upon BD will be equal to AE upon EC. Likewise, in this triangle as well, if I take this as R and S, then the ratio of QS upon PS is equal to QR upon T. We can take it as T. RT. This is what the theorem is telling us. So, you can clearly say and understand the statement as if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in two distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Let us get a proof to this. We have given a triangle ABC in which a line parallel to BC intersects other two sides AB and AC in point D and E respectively, which you can see in the figure. What we are supposed to prove? We are supposed to prove AD upon BD. AD upon BD is equal to AE upon EC. Now let us join BE. We are joining BE and CD and then draw DM perpendicular to AC, that is an altitude, and EN perpendicular to AB, which is also an altitude, as we have already discussed in the beginning of the chapter. What is an altitude? The line segment making 90 degrees angle with the side opposite to the vertex from where the altitude starts. Now we also know that area of triangle is given by formula half base into height. So if we take triangle ADE, that is this particular triangle, and we write the formula for the area, it will be half base into height, which is half AD into EN, as AD is the base and EN is the altitude. Recall from class 9 that area of ADE is denoted by AR bracket ADE. So area of ADE is half AD into EN. Likewise, area of triangle BDE is half BDB into EN because they are the altitudes. Now area of ADE is equal to half AE into DM, and area of DEC is half EC into DM. So we are taking the three triangles, that is ADE, triangle BDE and triangle ADE or DEC. These are the three triangles which we are talking about: ADE, BDE and ADE is also equal to AE into DM, and triangle DEC where half EC into DM. So now if we compare the ratio of ADE and BDE, we get half AD into EN upon half BD into EN, which can be solved as AD upon BD. So area of ADE upon area of DEC is equal to half AE into DM upon half EC into DM, that is AE upon EC. Note that triangle BDE and DEC are on the same base DE and between the same parallels. We already know this theorem in 9th standard, that the figures which are between the same parallels and having same base have same area or congruent areas. So area of BDE will be equal to area of DEC. Therefore, the ratio AD upon BE is equal to AE upon EC. Did you understand? This is called as the proportionality theorem. Let us take another example, an activity to check whether it is correct or not. Draw an angle XAY on your notebook and a ray AX mark point B1, B2, B3, B4 and B such that AB1 is equal to B1, B2 and B2, B3 is equal to B3, B4 is equal to B4, B. Similarly, on ray AY, mark points C1, C2, C3, C4 and C such that AC1 is equal to C1, C2 is equal to C2, C3 is equal to C3, C4 is equal to C4, C. Then join B1, C1 and BC. Note that AB1 upon B1B is equal to AC1 upon C1C. Each equals 1/4. You can also see that line B1, C1 and BC are equal to each other, that is, similarly by joining B2, C2, B3, C3 and B4, C4, we can see that AB2 upon B2B is equal to AC2 upon C2C is equal to 2/3 and B2C2 is parallel to BC. Likewise, AB3 upon B3B is equal to AC3 upon C3C is equal to 3/2 and B3C3 is parallel to BC. AB4 upon B4B is equal to AC4 upon C4C is equal to 4/1 and B4C4 is parallel to BC. From result 1, 2, 3 and 4, it can be observed that if a line divides two sides of a triangle in same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side, which is the converse of proportionality theorem. You can repeat this activity by drawing any angle XAY of different measures and take any number of equal parts on arm AX and AY. Each time you will arrive at the same result. Thus, we obtain the following theorem, which is the converse of theorem 6.1, which we accept without the proof. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. This triangle can be proved by taking a line DE such that AD upon BD is equal to AE upon EC and assuring that DE is not parallel to BC. If DE is not parallel to BC, draw a line DE prime parallel to BC. So AD upon BD is equal to AE prime upon E prime C. Therefore, AE upon EC is equal to AC prime upon E prime C. Adding 1 to both sides of above, you can see that E and E prime must coincide. Let us take some examples to illustrate the above theorem. So, is it very clear now that the converse, the two theorems are very simply defined as, just to sum up, you can understand, if I have a triangle and a line is passing parallel to any one side of this triangle, then the segments formed by this line are in proportion. They are not equal, but they are in proportion. That is, AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. There are several results which can be obtained on basis of this. The converse of this theorem is also true. That is, if you have a triangle in which we have P, Q, R, S and T. If PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR. If this is the if condition here, and here the if condition is line DE is parallel to BC, and this is the result. Here if it is like this way, then result is line ST will be parallel to QR. This is what theorem 6.1 and 6.2 is defining. Now let us see an example. If a line intersects AB and BC of triangle ABC at D and E respectively and is parallel to BC, prove that AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. Now always remember, for this type of logical reasoning and proof based examples, you need to have a list of theorems ready in your mind. And to identify which theorem is used, the statement should be very clear. Divide your question into two parts, the result and the if clause. Now what is the if condition here? If the line intersecting AB and AC of triangle ABC at D and E respectively and is parallel to BC, means triangle is given, line parallel to BC is given. So we are applying theorem 6.1. So the result should be AD upon BE parallel is equal to AE upon AC. Now we know that DE is parallel to BC. AD upon BD is equal to AE upon EC according to theorem 6.1. Now AB upon AD is equal to EC upon AE. Can I just change the proportion here? Yes, I just did the inverse of each ratio. This is called as invertendo. Now I am adding a component to both these ratios, that is called componendo. So BD upon AD plus 1 is equal to EC upon AE plus 1. Now if I take the LCM, the step which is not mentioned here, you can say it as DB upon AD plus 1 is equal to EC upon AE plus 1. If I take the LCM, I get DB plus AD upon AD is equal to EC plus AE upon AE. Now from the figure, it is very clear that BD plus AD is equal to AB, and I can write it upon AD. Same way, this is equal to AC upon AE. Now if I inverse it, again by invertendo, I get AD upon AB is equal to AC upon AE. This is a very important result which can be proved by the similarity also. So you can see that here in this figure, this is a smaller triangle and this is the larger triangle. Now this triangle ratio of the side upon the side of the corresponding triangle and AE upon the side of another corresponding side of the triangle are in proportion, and the line is parallel, then and then only they are in proportion. Is it very clear? Let us take one more example. Take a trapezium ABCD with AB parallel to DC. E and F are points on non-parallel side AD and BE respectively, such that EF is parallel to AB. Show that AE upon ED is equal to BF upon FC. Now here, if I construct a diagonal AC as shown in the next figure, let us join AC to intersect EF at G, AB parallel to DC and EF parallel to AB. So EF is parallel to DC. Lines parallel to the same lines are parallel to each other. We have studied this in chapter 5 of class 9. Now in triangle ADC, EG parallel to DC as EF is parallel to DC. So according to theorem 6.1, AE upon ED will be equal to AG upon EC. Likewise, in the other triangle, CG upon AG will be equal to CF upon BF. Now, equal things to equal other things are equal. That is, I can say CGE, AG, I can inverse it, and can I say, therefore, from result 1 and 2, AE is equal to ED and BF is equal to CF. This is very simply proved. The third example, PS upon QS is equal to RT upon TR, and angle PST and angle PRQ are equal. Prove that PQR is an isosceles triangle. Now look at the if condition here. If condition is proportion is given and the line is given. So we are going to use the converse of theorem 6.1. It is given that PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon RT. Therefore, according to theorem 6.2, ST will be parallel to QR. Now, because they are parallel lines, angle PST and angle PQR will be corresponding angles and they will be always equal. Likewise, angle PST is equal to angle PRQ and angle PRQ is equal to angle PQR from 1 and 2. Therefore, PQ is equal to PR. And if they are equal, then it is an isosceles triangle. Is it very clear from this? Yes. Thanks. Now we will be doing exercise 6.2 in the next chapter. Try to practice it before we try to